Hi everyone, it's Doris here, otherwise known as Knittynina on Ravelry and Instagram, and welcome to episode 9 of the Knittynina Diaries. Very happy to be back here with you in what is almost July. It's actually June 27th, so I barely got to squeeze in an episode this month, and I'm happy that I did because I have lots to show you. So, hope you're all doing well, enjoying your summer, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for your support. It really, truly means the world to me. And if you're a new viewer here, welcome, a very warm welcome. Hopefully you'll stick around, like the content, and consider subscribing, as I'd love to have you as a regular viewer here. So, I've got, let's see, 2 finished knitting projects. I have 1 felted project finished. I have 1 sewing bag to show you. And then works in progress, I have 1 knitted sweater that I've started for the summer. And, oh yeah, my crochet blanket that I've started. So, let's get started and dive in, okay? Excuse me for that. Okay. So, if you recall on episode 8, the last episode that I recorded, I had been working on a sock pattern by Olivia Villareal, otherwise known as This Handmade Life. Oh my gosh, her patterns, everything is gorgeous. I think it was on episode 1 or 2 I showed these socks that I converted into boot socks. You should check it out because they turned out amazing. But this sock pattern that I started in my last episode is called a Miss Marple sock. And I'll put it here, right here, so you can take a look at it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you in the beginning, now I know how to put notes in the description box below. So I used to say that in the first couple of episodes, but I was just putting the description notes in the actual screen, right? Showing it here, but I wasn't putting it in the actual box. So now I know how to do that. So I'll make sure to link everything down there in the description box below, but I will also put it here on the screen as well. So this is it's actually the pattern. I said it's a Miss Marple sock, but it's called Sixpence, a Miss Marple sock. And I'm going to post a picture of here, somewhere around here, so you can take a look at it. But I finished it. Yay. I'm so excited. So let me show it to you. Oh, let me put the other one here as well. I've worn them maybe, I would say, twice, maybe 3 times. To go to sleep in bed because they're so cozy, they're so soft. The main sock I used, I believe I did show it on episode 8. I don't have the label with me here today. I can't find it, but it's, I believe, a Republic of Wool. And here you go. Let me see if I can put that right there. You see it has like a little like ridges. Let's see if you can see that. It's so pretty. So I knit it at a 1.5. So it starts from the cuff and it's knitted down. And I did a 2x2 rib here with a US 1.5 needle, double pointed needles. And I cast it 64 stitches, and then I did this knit 2x2 rib that really turned out nicely. And this is, I can't tell you what this sock is. I mean, the cuff, the heel, and the toe are part of my stash. It's called a Shibui sock. And the colorway is 3930. And it's Shibui sock, 100% superwash merino, forgive me, by Shibui Knits. And then the base of the sock is Republic of Wool. Unfortunately, I don't have the colorway. But you can tell this little ridge, it just turned out so nicely. Now I started in a US 2, and then I dropped down a half a size needle because I just, I don't know if you've noticed, I usually do US 2 needles. Forgive me, my other sock fell. I usually do US 2 needles, but I use them like a couple of times, and then all of a sudden they're, enlarged. And this, I think, is just the perfect fit for me right now. Here's the slip stitch heel. I did with finally with the color, and then I remembered to do the heel. Yay for me! I usually keep going, and I forget to put the heel. So these are it, and I really like them. Let me try to show you up closer. Hopefully you're getting a nice view of this yarn. It has like these pinks, and it has a couple of speckles of like a green, which really just look like a grass meadow with, oh, this side looks really pretty. See, like, let me see if I can show that to you. And the pattern is so nice. It does just like a nice ribbing. The yarn is super soft. Love it. So that's pair 1. Then I was just inspired by these pinks and purples, and then I started another sock. And the next pair of socks I started is because I'm blaming like someone, right? It's because I was watching Arne and Carlos, and I think it was maybe 3 episodes before they finished, their episodes for the summer as they take off. And they were promoting their new collaboration with Regia yarn. And they did a series, a yarn collaboration called Lofoten Color Design Line with Regia. And they showed all the yarns in that episode. Hopefully I'll be able to put that there and what episode it was, so you can just go straight in and watch it. But I was in love with all the colorways. They were so pretty. Let me show you the label. This is the one that I started, and this is again the Regia collaboration Lofoten colorway, and it's I believe it's an island. And it just, the colorways are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And, let me see if you can see it. Sorry about that. This colorway is 03883. Let me see if I can put that there. That's the colorway. And it just knitted beautifully. So this is what I have left of the skein. The skein is, should be able to tell you, it has 459 yarns, a skein, which is equivalent to 100 grams, 420 meters. I did a vanilla socks with this. I did a US 1.5 in these. And this is what I have left over, which the reason it looks like a flat pancake, which actually it feels really nice, like I'm doing a little tortilla here. But see how flat it is? It's just, the reason it turned out this flat when I finished it is because I usually work from, when I pull the yarn, I pull it from the outside in the Regia balls. But this time around, I pulled it from the inside. And as I was ending, this is what happened. It kind of collapsed. And it looks, it looks so, I think it looks really cute, like a little beret. No, I'm kidding. It's a little flat pancake I made. So this is the colorway, so you can start seeing it a little closer. But again, I'm inspired about all these pinks, and it has lavender, and it has blues, fuchsias, white, gray, smoky gray. And this is what that colorway turns like. Now, I did not block these, and I'll show you. I left my progress keepers here so you could see my progress that I did. I mean, I was so excited to start this yarn. So here they are. Doo-doo. Oh my gosh. I'll put them on a blocker right now shortly, but I started here on the top. 64 stitches, 1.5 US needle, double pointed needles, and just look at those transitions. They're so pretty. So day one, I knitted up to here, or my little. Oh, this is really cute. I think this is from Sucra. There you go. There's a little kiwi, the straw. Little piece of strawberry. Isn't that adorable? So from day one, I did from here to here. Day two, I knit it from here. I went down, changed, and I did the shibui knit that sock that I had left over. And I thought it kind of went well. I really wanted to pop this kind of periwinkle blue with the lavender. Sorry, my nose is itching. This is a slip one, knit one heel. Picking up the stitches. And then I knit from the shake up to this little star, progress keeper. From there, day two. And then I did this day three. So for me, that's pretty fast to do one full sock in 3 days. I guess I was super excited. This second sock, however, I would say I took my merry own time. It took me like 2 weeks. I just got busy. But let me show it to you on a sock blocker, and then you can see it, how it looks. But I love these progress keepers from Sucra. Okay, this is one. Now you can see it in full motion. But don't you like those colorways? I think it just really is springy. Oh, did you see what I did? I just did the heel. And you know what? I was going to do the toe, but I just wanted to really take advantage of all these colors. And maybe that's what I should have done and not put the heel in a separate color. But I guess, I don't know. I wanted a little pop of a contrast solid there. Hence, I use that purple. I guess, again, I was all inspired by these pinks. I go in these, like, color modes that I just want to... I get into, like, fixed moment that I want to just do a certain color, and that's all I knit. I'm very known to do that. I did not block these, incidentally, but I don't think I need to, quite frankly, because they came out, I think, just nicely perfect. Now, for me to get them exact, I always take a look at where I cast on exactly, and I usually put, I do a long tail cast on, and then the center of the tail and the running tail from the yarn and the separate tail, as you're going to do that long tail cast on, that midpoint that goes over my finger when I'm starting to do the long tail cast on, that is the change of color, and I make a note of that in the piece of paper. And that's how I get this fixed, perfectly matched colors. Now, I must say that in some Arne and Carlo's collaborations with Regia, I know they do have sock yarn balls that, or skeins, I should say, that are perfectly matched to do two perfect separate socks, right? For a perfect match pair. And then I just obviously count how many rows I did here for the knit 2 by purled 2. And I think I did maybe 24 here. And then I just keep going, keep going, keep going. And then I mark where I do that transition for the heel. So you can see the heel is right on the money there. And where I pick up, and then where I end. So I think they turned out just perfect. This one, it might have a little more lavender on the toe, but I don't really, I'm not that picky, but I think this collaboration, this series of socks is gorgeous. So much so, the collaboration that they did, that I went and got a color of each. So I'm excited to show you the color line on this Lofoten color group. This is color 03879, and this has a lot of blues, teal, orange, light gray, and it's gorgeous. It really is. And the label, I don't know if you could see, they knit up so beautifully. And I'll tell you, commercial, this commercial line, by far for me, my experience is that it really has a great tear and wear, because I've used them and used them. They don't pill. It's something about commercial yarns that have that. This one is, let's see, 03882. And this is just absolutely gorgeous. Again, the Lofoten. This has like deep Cabernet Sauvignon, red wine. Let's see if I can, why? There you go. And then it's got creams, and then it has this forest green, and then speckles of mustard plucked around there. And these, I think this is going to be gorgeous in the fall. Gorgeous. I mean, ideally, I would have wanted to get 2 of these so I could do boot socks for the fall. This color, I love my blues, right? This is gorgeous. This color line is 03881. 03881. And look at those rich, beautiful blues. And it's gorgeous. It's got a rich kind of cobalt blue. Then it's got smoky gray. And then touches of lavender. And then pops, if you can see it here, of black. Like right there. But it is gorgeous. And again, this is, the Lofoten colorway collection that Arne and Carlos did with Regia. Again, this is color 03881. The next color we have here from that collection is a very happy color. It reminds me of birds and, I don't know, red robins. This is colorway 03880. And this is just beautiful, happy red, poppy red, lipstick red, orangey undertone. It has, yeah, you're right, it has more of an orangey undertone feel. And then it's got this beautiful canary yellow, mustard, royal blue. It's got chocolate. It's got these like soft powder browns. It is, oh, I hope this is focusing. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And again, this colorway 03880. Beautiful. Let's see, the next colorway, and this one, I want to knit this one. Well, it's between this one and the next one I'm going to show you. is, oh my gosh, I love this one. This is colorway 03886. And let's see. Oh, look at those purples. You know, it's funny how people go through stages of color. When I was younger, I used to love aqua, and I still do, don't take me wrong, but everything was aqua. And now I'm like jumping into purples and blues, and I just love color in general. So this one has, again, purple, lavender. It has, as you can see right there, it's got some sections of what I want to call is like a, let me see if you can see that, like a raspberry. And it is beautiful. Again, this is color, I'm sorry, this is not focusing as I would like, and I don't know why. There you go. And this is color 03886. Let's look at the other. So it's between that purple one, and then this one is just, to me, this one reminds me like a meadow of grass and in a hill. This is color 03884. And look at those colors right there. It's got green, like a very strong Kelly green, but it has some forest green, a little darker green. It's got a lavender going on. You get these peaks, I don't know if you can see them right there, of mustard. And then you get over here, like here, I don't know if you can see that, you get these bits of powder blue with white. So this is just gonna, this to me is just beautiful. This is just, this should be a great St. Patty sock present if you wanted to do that for somebody. I just think it's gorgeous. And then the last one, which looks similar in screen-wise to this red one that I showed you earlier, this is a little more undertone. This is very prime orangey. This is the one I showed you earlier. This was 03880. And this one is 03885. So do you see how it's just, it doesn't have those prime undertones the other one has. It has the yellows and the bright red orange. This is more cherry red. And then it has blues. And then you get the smoke dark gray around here. So that's shooting it up beautifully. And again, this is 03885. This, to me, could be a Christmas sock. Just, I don't know, the red, the happy red. Oh, you know what I just noticed over here, which is really lovely? It has some, let's see if you can see it. It has some pinks. You barely can see it. But it has like a petal rose kind of pink. So that is that. That's the full collection, actually. And I got this from Hand Dyed Sock Yarn in Etsy. Pop it in the screen. So that is that. So very, very happy with that. So I finished those two socks. And I am thrilled to pieces. And I don't think I'm going to block the socks that I was just showing you, the ones I did. I don't think I need to do that. I don't think so. I mean, I think they just, the tension is so nice that that's what it's going to be. So, yay! 2 pairs. I know, the colorway is definitely very similar. I think I'm going to go for a second different colorway. But, love it, love it, love it. And these socks will go on my little collection of the summer sock collection that I've been doing, right? And I talk about these in the previous episode. So now we're starting to get all these like beautiful summery colors, and I just love the pastels. I love it. Love it. Really pretty. Okay, so the next project I have to show you is actually felting. I've never felted in my life before. I take it back. I've done, this is needle felting. I have felted wool where I knit, right? I knit super big and then I put it in the washer and then let it felt itself and it kind of shrinks. I made this. I've had this in all the episodes, but now that we're talking about such a long time ago. I don't even know. I was just experimenting and God, this has got to be 20 years old. And look at it. It's like a vase. It's a vase. A felted vase. And it's got these baubles and stripes. And then I curled it. See, I curled it here. And you go like this. And then I just kind of curled it. It's super dense. And this is where I store some of my most beautiful needles that I started knitting with. I think these are called monkey needles. And the wood. Oh my gosh. This is just insane how beautiful these needles are. And it's like butter. I mean, this is butter. I think I grabbed two from a different size. I have two of those pairs. And then, I think they are monkey needles. Yeah, I don't even know if that company's still around, but she makes unbelievable. It's called Monkey Sticks and Stones. And it's also lanoso.com. I'll post it here. But if you want a nice, beautiful pair of wooden needles that feel like butter, that it's a design that you'll never see anywhere, in rosewood, and look at those points. Let me show you those points. I mean, they're super beautiful. I love a pair of pointy needles, especially in wood. So I kind of get the feel of lace needles, but in wood, they're gorgeous. I used to knit with these a lot. So these are a bunch of wooden needles. Again, I just wanted to show you my favorites here. The other are more commercial needles. But this is my felted bowl, which I love. And again, it's a great idea, right, I think, to store your needles. And it's like a vase. I've put flowers in here, too, at one point. And it stands really nicely. I don't think you can see it anymore, but it's right here. So that was my only felted project I've done in terms of knitting, felting. I mean, knitting something and felting it. This is my first knitted needle felting with an actual needle. So let me put this over here because this label goes in here for those needles. I don't want to lose that. I don't even know if this lady's still in business. So this is what inspired me. Okay, I'm going to give you the inspiration. Start with that. Okay, let's rewind. So do you remember I told you in an episode, a couple of episodes ago, I have two dear friends, Sally and Sheila. Sally and Mike and Sheila and Tom. And then I go to visit them all the time. We spend a Saturday, girls' Saturday. We had lunch, did some shopping. Went to Labadi Looms. I showed you all that yarn that I got. And in one of the stores that we were in, my friend Sally found this beautiful kind of bird nest, hand felted. It was gorgeous. And she bought it, and there was only one of them. And I was so in love with it. It was so beautiful. I was like, oh man, that's really pretty. But that looks very complicated. I'll never be able to do that. And then we went to another store, and then I saw this little bird that was $4, and I had to get it because I thought it was gorgeous. Let me show it to you. So do you see this beautiful little birdie? I mean, for $4, you can't beat that. Oh, and it has it's all wood, carved wood. It's soft as butter. Has this beautiful green with turquoise undertones. And look at how beautiful the little face is. I mean, the work is just perfect. Come on, for $4, you can't beat that. That's like a really gorgeous find. I said, this is the guy. This is my inspiration. So, let me show you. Do, 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 do. La, da, da. Okay, here you go. Why do I always start singing, huh, when I get excited? Okay, ready? Here you go. Shh. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. I did a nest. A felted nest. Let me take him out for a second. He fits perfectly, which that's just bonus because I didn't design it to fit like that. But here it goes, and wait till you see the inside. OMG, I even made robin blue eggs. Look at the, wait, I put some moss in it to make it look. Wait. No, I'm really ripping it apart, but you have to see the, oh, it's alive. The egg broke. No, I'm kidding. Let me show you. Wait, let me put this here. Oh my God, look at the egg. Oh, is that adorable? Look at that blue. That's one. And then I did one that has another shade of blue, but I put brown in it to make it look like what? Let's see. See it? And they came out perfect little eggs. And then I have another one that's deep down in there, so I'll show that to you. Let me see. That one over there. So, oh, look at it. It started to be brown. I kind of made the base, and you just use the needle and start playing around with it, like molding it with your fingers. It's like playing with clay in a way. And I got so carried away that I really wanted the brown to show against the blue. But I guess I got carried away trying to do the walls. That I put more yarn, more felted roving, it's called. That I became more gray inside. But it turned out so adorable. And then my friend Sally had all of this moss. So she let me all this moss, gave me all this moss. And then we went down to short property and we put all these little beautiful twigs. Look at this one, which I think is adorable. It's like that really curly twig. So it looks like the bird actually came in, flew in, and sat down to do lay his beautiful eggs. I love it. And I'll tell you, I put it in the window sill, like in my place, and then my cats were like suffering succotash. I think I see a little birdie. They really thought, but it matches. And I'll show you the kit that I used for this because I think, and I found it on Amazon. Let me show you I think it's called roving. This is the roving that we got at the Labadi looms that I was telling you in the town of Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania. Let's see how this is what I started with, this brown, and then this blue. This is the blue, one of the blues that I used for the egg. And then see this, look at these, she had these little strings. I might do a second one and add these, which would be lovely. That is that, and then I have more. My friend Sally gave me all of this. Oh my gosh, so she bought a ball of this. It's this big, huge. And she has a spinning wheel in her home, an antique spinning wheel. She doesn't spin, but it's part of a decor. And she put it underneath in this beautiful wood kind of basket. Oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous. This is that. And then, look at this blue. This was for the other robin egg. And I still have, like I kept these, because I want to make another one. The twigs. These little curly twigs. And then, look at this blue here. Oh my gosh, is that priceless? That's like a Tiffany blue right there. And I love this color. And this will be for eggs too. This is for the eggs. So I can't wait. And listen, I didn't take a class. I just started feeling it, you know, and then just kind of molding the sides of it with the needle. And then the kit that I used is, this is the kit I used. I found it in Amazon. I'll put a link on the description box below. But it was excellent. Very cost effective. It is amazing. It has all these tools. It comes with scissors. It comes with this to do massive, like, punching down. It comes with 3 different types of needles in these beautiful, like, are these glass? No, these are plastic. Plastic little vials here, like needle vials. And then it gives you the size. So different projects, if you start looking up felting, needle felting, it'll explain when to use the large, the small, and the medium. And I guess that gives the wool, the roving, a different look. If you want it softer, if you want it more dense, and all. It also gets you these, you know what? This is brilliant. These are for your fingers, because I did poke myself sometimes. I went like this and I almost punctured myself. But this kit has the 2 leather kits. It has needles, and then it gives you a whole guide to it, and then it gives you the actual, I'm not going to take it out, let me see if I can put this back all in here. Gives you the frame, the foam, hard dense foam frame to needle felt. Unbelievable. And my dear friend Sally gave me so much of that roving that she bought in different colors that I ordered 2 kits, one for her and one for me, and I sent one to her homes to be delivered there. And it's something so funny that we've done this for years, she and I. She'll send me something in the mail, like a surprise, and I'll send her something. So yeah, that's that. So I'm very, very excited with my beautiful little bird nest. You see that green? That green really does wonders, huh? And the twigs. And I mean, what are the chances of me finding the perfect bird with the bluish, and then it matches the blue eggs? It's definitely, and I actually think, I mean, not to boost myself, but I really think that it's prettier than the one that we saw in the store, which was just really plain gray. Okay, so that is that. And then my third finished project, and bear with me as I take a sip of my tea, is another handbag. So in last episode I showed you a oh my gosh, what was I calling it? It's like a doctor's bag that I did for myself, and I told you I have 3 girlfriends that want a bag. So I'm taking my time, but I did one and finished it late last night, because today it's my friend Andy's birthday. And Andy and Brian used to be a couple that were my next door neighbors, and they've moved away in the last, I guess they've moved away 4 years now. And their son, little Spike, he's got to be, what, 6, 7? 7. He turned 7 on June 7th, his golden birthday. So he calls me Auntie Doris, which I love. All my nieces and nephews call me Auntie Doris. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed. I couldn't have kids, but I know I would have been a great mom because I love kids. But I live vicariously by being I have a strong presence in the lives of my nieces and nephews. And then my dear friends that have kids, they just, you know, it becomes, I'm Auntie Doris, which I love. Anyway, and I've knitted things for little Spike. I should show what I've done for him, but that should be another episode. But in any case, I am digressing. So Andy's birthday is today, and obviously she's not going to see this episode because I want to edit tonight and then hopefully upload it tomorrow. And today at night, I'm going to go to her house and gift her what I made for her. She wanted one of these bags. A long time ago, she might not remember, we were having a couple of bevets, what I call bevets, drinks, and she came down to see my fabric stash, and she just loved the orange that I had here, this orange fabric, or the whole series, I should say, and I'm going to show that to you right now. That I decided to make this for her. So this is the stack that I had shown her. And, you know, I like my pastels. This is more prime kind of, this looks like very Kate Spady or diamonds, or, you can see it comes out as diamonds here. So there's this yellow, which is beautiful, and the fabric is scrumptious. The fabric is by a company called Age. No, forgive me. It's called AGT. Look at these little kitty cats. Gorgeous. Look at this honeycomb. And it feels like it's Pima. I mean, it's not like your quilting fabric, maybe. This is just beautiful. Just really, really soft. Feels like very Liberty of London kind of feel. I love that blue. Look at that with this. Ah, how gorgeous is that? Wait, let me turn it around. Isn't that gorgeous? You know, a lot of combinations. You could do this. Look at this combination that I put here together. Let me do like that. And then you could even do this fuchsia pink with, I don't know, maybe I like this contrast. Or the pink with the blue. And then here's another kitty cat. The kitty cat in a kind of green. And then this is the blue version of that flower. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 12, 13. I think it was 14 in total. Fat quarters. And the company's Art Gallery. So let me show you the ones that I chose, or she chose, I should say, for her. And they came out. Let me show you. So this is, oh, this one I didn't use, but it's part of the color line that I used for her bag. She wanted like an orange. So let me show you. Enough. Drum roll, please. Now, I gotta tell you, it was hard to make it in terms of making sure I had enough fabric. Okay, here you guys go. Do, do, do. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. It's really ironed out, and it has a very, you can hear it. It has a very thick kind of paper, not paper, but what I do for the inside of the bag to make it strong is pretty thick. I even did leather handles. This is my first time doing leather. I put my little logo, Amore. I put leather handles, and I made it larger. So a couple of things is that I think the bases that I'm using are 18.5 by 12, and I didn't have enough of the fabric, so I had to cut the fabric exactly to have this piece match these two pieces back here. So that took me a while to figure that out. And then the inside, I didn't have enough fabric, so I started cutting and playing around. And look at what happened. I love it. It turned out like a border here. And the inside is this other fabric. So this is from the bottom that I had left over. And then the bottom, deep, I didn't have enough, so I added this trim from the flower that was left in order to be able to finish the size for the lining inside. And then, oh my God, you're gonna love this. It is a doctor's bag, and it stands, I mean, this is like a basket. See how it stands like very nicely like a doctor's bag? And then look at the amount of space in here. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge bag. I mean, this is going to be, I think she's going to love it. And then if you know, kind of open it up, then it really does her square. I kind of ironed it. I ironed the crap out of it. I want it to look really professional. So I took a while, but it has a square base. It fits perfectly under, let me show you, it fits perfectly under your, see it, under the arm. I just love it. Oh, did that something pop? I think I didn't nail this one really well. Yeah, I think I might have bent one of these little ones. I bent it a little bit. It's supposed to be popped. And anyway, it's my first time doing these things. So, but I mean, I think it turned out really pretty. I'm so excited. I can't wait to give it to her. Oh, let me show you the zipper, forgive me. So the zipper, as you can see, I ordered the same kind of colorway here. Oopsie daisy, this almost fell. Right, and I did 2 zippers. So in my other bag that I made, the zippers were super long. I totally shortened these. As you can see, let me show you I totally shortened these. And then when you close it, again, bucket bag, doctor's bag, close it, and then I usually put it in my knees to close it, and it's a double-sided zipper. Close really easily. And then, you know what I wanted to do is maybe hang a couple of beads here, but I don't know if I'll have time to do that today, because I really want to I have to go out to her house. I might do it next weekend, but I want to give this to her today as part of her birthday. Oh my God, I think she's going to love it. What do you guys think? I think it turned out really pretty. Sometimes starting to master these. Yeah, I really like it. I think my biggest investment was, you know, other than the fabric, right, is these handles. I mean, it's just, when you make that investment, it really turns out pretty, and it gives the whole bag a different look. I think I'm going to make myself another one. Especially I made it longer than the other one. The other one I have was up to maybe, I would say up to here, where my finger is. So I kind of gave it another 4 to 5 inches. No, 1, 2, 3. Like 3 inches longer. And just gives it a lot of more space. And it looks more like a handbag, which is what she wants, right? She's not a knitter. I haven't been able to convince her. But she definitely wants like a handbag. So I think she'll be quite pleased. So that is that project done. And then my works in progress, let me start showing you that, is, so that lives in this, you saw this in a couple of episodes, I think it was the last one, my little tote bag with my little cute pin of a kitty cat. I talk about this bag in the last episode. And look at it, sure fills a lot. So this houses a project that I'm working on. Let me talk about the yarn first. And the whole bag of yarn fits in here. So I want to make like a summer top. And if you recall, I showed a sweater I made for my my dad's wife. My mom passed away and my dad remarried, and so his wife, I gave her a sweater. I've done 2 sweaters like that. One's in my project page in Ravelry under Knittynina, and you'll see it. It's like a pink a boat neck. And then I did the same sweater in a charcoal, kind of cashmere alpaca blend for her Christmas. And I do have a video on that, on the Christmas video. So I'm working with that same construction of a boat neck, a dropped sleeve, and a 3/4 like this, 3/4 sweater. Obviously, I didn't knit this, but I love this color with blue. That's why I'm wearing it, because I want to make it really summery. And so I'm going to do something like that. So I'm using Katia bamboo. This is the yarn I'm using. Let's see. This beautiful powder blue. This is 109 yards, 100 meters. It's 40% cotton and 60% bamboo. It doesn't have a sheen, which I like. Very slightly, nothing major. But extremely soft. And because it has bamboo, it has a beautiful, beautiful drape. And this is, again, Katia, and this company is making yarn made in Spain. Katia, I believe, is a Spanish brand in Spain. So let me show you what I have so far. And what needles am I using is... I think this is a US. I can't read it. I think this is a 6. I'll have to get a gauge later, and I'll tell you on the next episode. But this is what I have so far. The drape, can you see it? It's just like it's beautiful. It's like the wind is hitting it. It's really, really nice. So let me show you what I have. This is the front. This is what I have so far. And I'm loving it. Knitting this is like butter, because it's so, so soft. Let me show you what I've done in the bottom. I think it's turning out really cute. I kind of changed the bottom, so I did like a garter stitch in the bottom, so it doesn't roll up. And then I did a different type of ribbing. See that twisted knit, and then 3 pearls, twisted knit, and 3 pearls. And I think it gives it a really nice edge. And then I just went through all stockinette. And what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to keep knitting maybe another 3 inches. And then I'm going to attempt to do like a V-neck and then bring it out like a boat neck on the side. So I'm trying to figure that out. But I think I'm going to do something like that. So that's what I'm working on. And again, look at the color. Now, with bamboo, you know, definitely blocking will be required to have these stitches all settle in. See how they're kind of, they look uniform, but not a lot. So when you block your work with anything other than, you know, with bamboo, wool, any fiber you're using, what blocking does, I believe, right, 2 things. Number 1, it helps you establish the correct size that you want, right, to the schematic of the pattern. And then number 2, it kind of settles in your yarn. It settles in the stitch, and it just, that stitch definition gets smoother, crispier, if you will, if that's a word for stitch. And that'll have to happen with this. I think it'll turn out really nice. So that I started like this. I started like a week and a half ago. So I'm doing a nice amount of progress. And I shall show you more progress of that as I continue. But I do like that edge, I must say. So that is that, and that lives in my sewing bag that I showed you in last episode. And I gotta tell you, this yarn, I think I got this yarn in Webs at yarn.com, Katia, and I really like it so far. So again, it'll have to prove itself after I block it, but let's see what happens. So put that puppy away, and that has all the yarn there. And then the other piece I wanted to show you that I started working, now I have a big mess here, is a crochet blanket. So on episode 1, I showed you what I call my COVID blanket that I made, which was a granny square made up of 11 rows with a US 4, with a 4mm crochet hook, otherwise known as a 7, a US 7. And I use this brand, which is, to me, it's like knitting with butter. Like, everything is so smooth. It's Tulip. You've seen these, I think, in the black. Wait, let me see if I can. I don't know why but they're just beautiful. And the Clover ones are also equivalent to the quality. Clovers, and they're a more cost-effective price point. And they do have that same grip and so forth. But let me show you. So I went back to do the crochet square, the same crochet square with a different amount of rows. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. But what I decided to do is, I'm sorry, I'm getting all disorganized here, and I have my labels here. I think it dropped. Bear with me. Oh, my poor bird nest, he's getting squashed. Well, I don't know where that other label fell. Anyways, let me show you what I've got. So I wanted a whole vintage look. Vintage, retro, country. And I wanted to do an exploration of color and just play with color. And this is what I have so far. Da, 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 da. Oh, I am loving these. Look at these colors. So I have really worked a lot on this in the last month. I just started this after the episode that I did last month. Wait, let me show you like that, and then you can keep going. I am in love with this. I'll tell you, look at that. This one really makes me happy, this one. The mustard, the teal. Oh, look at that one. Oh, look at this with the orange. Look at this with the blue and the pink. Each one has been so much fun. Oh, look at this one. This is really vintage. Isn't that like totally? I mean, for this vintage look, you need the perfect periwinkle and the perfect yellow and the perfect red. I have loved it. Loved doing this. So a couple of things. As I said in that first blanket that I made, it was 11 rows. And by rows I mean, if you look at the granny square like this. This is the center. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 rows, starting from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The granny square in the episode 1 was 11 of those rows, so it was a big square. And then I had like 55 of them, and then I framed them with an ivory, and then I framed them connect as you go, right? I started putting the frame on that. This one, I am just connecting them as I go without a frame to the following square, as you can see here. And then this is a better example. So see this right here in the corner? Then I go like this, and then I'm just gonna pick up here. I mean, I'll start in the center, I'll work myself out, and then on the last row, I'll just start connecting it. On the last row, on that 5th row is where I connect it to here, this corner, bring it over here, and then finish it up. And that does that. And then I go to the next one. So far I have, I'll tell you, one, oh, look at that one. How cool is that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is not one of my favorites. Not 9, 10, 11. So, I mean, I have to stand up. I want it to be maybe for the bed, for the sofa. I just love it. To me, it's been happiness. Just to play around with the color and get this vintage look, I think is so nice. And I've been using, unfortunately, that's what I dropped. I've been using, I think a bunch of yarns from my stash. Like, for example, this is Drops Merino. Look at this, like a celery color. Drops Merino, which is really cost effective. This is for 4mm US 6. Contents 100% wool. So where the blanket that I did in January has acrylic in it, this is all merino wool. This one is actually baby cashmere merino silk DK. This is from Sublime. And I think all of these were in a dramatical sale when I got them. And I mean, it was unbelievable. So I choose all the colors. So I have like these baskets of the yarn. And then I just kind of spread all the blues with the blues, all the pinks with the pinks, and I put them by color group. And then I start looking at them and saying, okay, I want to, so for example, this one I ended with an orange. So I start looking at the orange, and then I start looking at the next one. I said, okay, the next one is a red. What do I want the 5th row to be to make a nice contrast with these two in the connecting? And at the same time, I still have to start thinking as well what that 5th row is going to look, because it's going to be next to this powder blue. So I start looking at it from the outside in, although I'm crocheting it from the inside out, in terms of the color design structure. And then once I get that color, then that allows me to start looking at how I want to grow in colors to start from the middle. So again, I put them, and I have like 6 or 7 baskets. It's just like a mess. And I usually do it like I'll sit in my living room. My place is pretty small, and I just sit there, and then, you know, I work on it, and then I just put everything away because it just becomes like a nightmare. But I mean, really, the process has been so much fun. It's been exciting. Look at this one. I really like this one too. This one has like a beautiful, you can't even, I don't even know if you're getting the same, it's doing justice to the color. No, it isn't actually on the screen. But this is like a really pretty green. And then this is a smoky gray, lavender, a powder blue. And that is a periwinkle blue. I mean, I think that color combination is really pretty. This one I showed you before, right? Oh, I love this one. Look at this one. So this is, I started playing with pink. This is plum. This is like a tan, an aqua, and a purple lavender. So you see how these kind of do a nice contrast in these. So again, it's I mean, if you have a stash of yarn colors like this, put it by groups and start playing it around, and I'm just loving it. So this is my next crochet blanket that is in the works, and I look forward to showing you how we're progressing with that. I think I'm gonna do 15. I have 11. It's gonna be 11 by 11. I might have to do 15. Oh, look at this one. I really like this one too. It's like a burgundy with an ivory, a teal, a charcoal, and then a very misty steel blue. I like that. And this one, look at this one. This I like a lot. I don't know if you can see. So this one is like a fuchsia pink. This is a chartreuse. This is a, I think, like a periwinkle. This is a turquoise and a pop of red. And that pink makes it really pop. Anyway, so let's see. I haven't finished. I have a ways to go. But again, if you want to play with color and fill your mood with color, if you're having a dreary day or not having a good day, or I just think that being exposed to color and looking at it and creating all those color combinations, at least for me, it just kind of lifts me up. It just gets me really happy. So that's that. And then I guess that's it, my friends. I don't believe I've missed anything. Hopefully you enjoyed all the things I had to show you today. And as always, I look forward to seeing you on episode 10. Hopefully it won't be in the next 30 days. I'm going to try to speed the next one up sooner than later. But again, it was lovely to be with all of you. And again, I hope you're all doing well. I send you all many blessings. And send me a comment. I reply to each one of them. So hopefully if you sent me something, you've gone in there to read my reply. And let me know what you're working on. What's your summer project? I know linen for me is coming up soon, that I want to do something in linen and cotton. So what are you currently working on? Let me know, and we can chat about it. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for joining. As always, wishing you all the best. Keep on making. Ciao, everyone. Have a good one. Take care.